All right, Samuel, how you doing?
Hey there.
Um, how have things been since I've seen you last week?
Not too good, Nicole.
Okay. What do you mean by not too good? How's your mood been?
Well, been feeling a little depressed lately.
Been feeling depressed?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get a good idea of your level of depression on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not so depressed and 10 being really depressed. Where do you think you fall on that scale since I've seen you last week?
Probably a 7.
Probably a 7. Okay. Tell me, what's this depression like for you? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I don't want to socialize with anybody.
Okay.
Don't really eat a whole lot. Trouble sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit about why you've been so depressed lately. I know I talked to your mom before, and she mentioned the basketball game.
Well, for the past 4 years, I've been a starter on the basketball team, and the other day we played in semi-state championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play so well. We ended up losing, and I guess I just felt like I put so much work into getting better, and now it's all over because I'm a senior and there's no more basketball.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What kind of thoughts have you been having?
Well, because I just feel like I haven't worked hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling a little insignificant, feel like sort of like a failure.
Feeling like a failure. Okay. Well, Sam, I can see how losing that game could be upsetting for you. I know your mom had told me before that you've been playing basketball for a really long time and that it's really important to you. Okay. Well, if you're willing, Sam, I've got a little exercise that we can do so we can get a concrete idea on how your thoughts are affecting your feelings and then your actions. So, is that something you'd be willing to try today?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw this triangle here, okay? And at the top of it, we're going to have your thoughts, feelings, and actions. So refresh my memory. What's one of those thoughts you've been having that have been pretty unhelpful for you?
Yes. I feel like a failure.
Okay. Okay. So when you're thinking, I'm a failure, how's that make you feel?
Really bad.
Okay. Have you noticed any other feelings going on there?
Felt small.
Okay.
Felt weak.
Okay, so when you're feeling like that, what kind of actions take place there?
Well, recently I haven't ate.
Okay.
Lost sleep. Lost contact with some of my best friends. Is that enough?
It is. They'll be good. Okay, so let's kind of challenge this thought here. I'm a failure. What's the proof that you're a failure? Have you ever thought about that?
What's the proof?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't win the game. We didn't have the desired outcome.
Okay. What else? Have there been times in the past when you weren't feeling like a failure?
Sure.
Okay.
In the past, I've had some success at basketball.
Okay.
Usually whenever I perform well,
Okay.
I'm usually in a great mood.
So sometimes you do perform well when you play basketball. Okay. So this could be an alternative thought. I performed well. So when you're thinking, I've performed well, I've had a good game, what's your feelings like then?
I feel like I can relax.
Okay.
I feel like I've made other people happy.
Okay. Anything else?
I feel successful.
Okay. Okay, so when you're thinking, I performed well, and then you're feeling successful, relaxed, you've made others happy, what kind of actions do you take then?
Usually I'll go hang out with my friends.
Okay. So it sounds like you're a little bit more social then, right? Okay. Okay.
Might blow a few kisses to the ladies.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
That's about it? Okay. So, I'll be realistic with you, Sam. This thought of I'm a failure is not just going to go away like that. But when you're thinking that thought, if you can think about other times when you performed well, that can kind of interrupt this thought that has been unhelpful for you. Do you think that that's something you could try? I know at the beginning of the session you said you were about at a 7 with your depressed feelings. What do you think would need to happen in order for you to get down to, say, like a 6 or a 5 by next week? What changes would you have to make?
Well, I guess I'd have to stop thinking of myself as a failure, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some encouragement or positive feedback
Okay.
from peers.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a little homework for next week, okay? It's not going to be too intense, Sam. It'll be real easy. When you start thinking, I'm a failure, I want you to kind of stop and think about those times that you have performed well. Okay? Then maybe you'll start feeling these more positive feelings down here, like successful, more relaxed, more happy. And then you can blow those kisses to the ladies. Is that something you think you could try?
That doesn't seem like too much responsibility.
Okay. All right, Sam, I think that's going to wrap up things for today. We'll see you next week.
All right, I appreciate your help. Thanks.
Done.